to another great episode of the Fan Club. Today we're talking about brand new movie just came out today or last night, folks. Venom. Hey, dope movie. I don't care what those critics, what these little people online are saying that aren't the real people going to see it. Venom was dope. And I see what they were trying to do. You know, it kind of grinds my gears. Rolling Stone, Rotten Tomatoes. There was a lot of critics that gave Venom crappy reviews because they wanted to push A Star Was Born with Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper. Don't get me wrong. I might take my girl to that next week. We might check it out. It doesn't look bad. Like, it might be a really good movie. It might win a lot of awards. But I see what you were trying to do, folks. And this movie was awesome. This was a really good Marvel movie that was put on by, Columbia and Sony? Like, what? This was good. I loved it. I was a little iffy about it at first. It started just a tad slow, but no, it was good. There was a lot of great parts about this. Let's get right into it, man. Tom Hardy, he played a great Eddie Brock. Like, this role was meant for him. Oh my gosh. And it was like Eddie Brock after New York. They talked about New York for a second, you know, and hey, want to put this out there, this is a spoilers. We're going to talk some spoilers here. So if you did not see this movie yet, which probably a lot of people have because it just came out, don't watch the whole thing, you know. As the further it goes, we're going to get into some spoilers. So let's get into it. Eddie Brock, I thought the character played by Mr. Hardy, oh man, great. And his girlfriend, great spouse or partner in this, even though they break up in the beginning. And I loved how they did this. They kind of made Eddie Brock into who he is, and he's kind of, I remember Eddie Brock from reading the comics and also watching the Spider-Man cartoon when I was a child on Fox Kids. And Eddie Brock was always the hard-headed kid. He was smart. He was decently smart. He's a bigger guy. He got the ladies, but he always had kind of a temper and always had to prove something to himself or to others. So I loved how they had him lose his job. The villain, great villain. And then the thing that I loved about it was Venom was so cool. Like, it just wasn't the CGI, it was the voices. And Eddie Brock heard Venom in his head constantly. We didn't always get to see that, you know what I mean? It was super funny. It had some pretty funny jokes in there. The action was there. The storyline and plot was there. And honestly, this looked pretty comparable to a Marvel movie made by Disney. Not saying, like, you could tell very subtle glimpses that this wasn't a full hands-on Marvel experience, but it was, because it's funny in the beginning they're like Marvel Studios and then it says in association with Marvel Studios. It was funny how they kind of popped that in at the last second, in association with. But this movie was awesome. The symbiote scenes were incredible. You got to see a little bit of everything. You got to see the Mega Venom. I forget his name, you know, don't eat me up too much, fans. Carnage. Like, there was, let's just put it like this, there's two end credit scenes. One shows Carnage and the other is like a little 4 or 5 minute video to Enter the Spider-Verse, the Miles Morales animated film we're getting in December, I believe. It was cool, man. This is a movie. Go take it. I took my kid to it. There's a few bad words, maybe, you know, a handful, about 5 or 6 bad words. One's a little bit worse than the other, but it was a good movie, and I loved it. Wow. I didn't think it was going to be that good, and it was. And 1 through 10 scale with everything. I like the storyline. I like the characters. I thought they actually picked the right characters for this role. And they really did good about focusing on Venom. There was no Peter Parker mention. It was nice to have a story that there was no other characters, and they did this to the book on how you should isolate this situation instead of trying to make it seem like you can tap into the other characters when you can't. I did like that they're doing that they might be doing a Carnage spinoff, because that'd be awesome. Between Venom and Carnage, I've always liked Carnage more. But man, is Venom a badass character? Loved it. I think he's awesome. I think that there's a spot for him in the Marvel Universe. Who knows how fast or quick we will get Venom, but oh my gosh. On a 1 through 10 scale, I would have to give this a good 8.5. I'm not giving it a 9 yet, but man, don't let anybody tell you this is a bad movie. The things that I thought they could have worked on the obvious ones. You're isolated, so you can only do this about what Sony has the rights to, okay? So you're not given a lot. You're given Venom, and you're given Carnage, and you're given Eddie Brock. You're not given much else. They didn't even make any type of references that I know of. And let me know, I didn't hear no Peter, I didn't hear no Gwen Stacy. I heard a New York reference. That was about it. It was good, man. Like, I can't hate on this movie. If you like superhero movies, this was better than a lot of them that have been out the last 10 years. Also, CGI, man. The CGI looked incredible in this, like the symbiote and how it just went through people's arms and their eyes, and oh my gosh. And, you see a lot of space crashes in movies, and this space crash looked cool. It looked real. Excuse me, folks. Yeah, I would definitely say that this movie is awesome. We're giving it an 8.5 stamp here at the fan club. Let me know what you guys think about this movie, because I did fully enjoy this movie. And also, some people don't like to give ratings. I like to give ratings so you can pick my brain and see where I'm at. If my ratings add up to you, maybe you can give me a like, subscribe. And if my ratings don't add up to yours, tell me. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me about it, because I'm here for you guys, no matter what. Even if we might not agree on something, that's cool. Let's talk about it. But other than that, I thought this was a great movie. Like I said, there wasn't a huge difference in the Marvel Universe for me, because they didn't touch a lot. They kept it isolated to themselves, and I loved it. I love that fact. I can't wait to see what they do with it more, if they don't do anything, or maybe they'll move it to Marvel. Who knows? Because obviously we have Spider-Man Homecoming and the new Spider-Man coming out. Oh man, I can't wait for that. But let me know in the comments. Tell me what you guys think. I thought it was awesome. We're giving it that 8.5 stamp here at the fan club. Y'all have a great night and a great morning whenever you watch this, because I kind of made this late. But have a good one, guys. Have a great weekend. Be great. Do something awesome. And we will see you guys tomorrow probably. And Kid Expo, Saturday morning, 10 to 2. Also, the Dubuque Chili Cook-Off is tomorrow or today, depending on when you're watching this. So, go be great, guys. We'll see you next time here on the Fan Club, and have a great day. Thanks, y'all.